Everybody and welcome. This is the Coffee with Jay. I hope you guys are doing great. Please do kindly consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. I promise you're absolutely gonna love it here. And also make sure to please press your like buttons before you leave. Now, you guys know that Ntsiki has been fighting with Minister Gayton Mckenzie and Unathi Ngai. Now, Ntsiki said that Unathi is sleeping with Minister Gayton Mckenzie, and that's why Unathi has been getting these gigs to go overseas to perform. She was saying that Unathi is not even a writer, she's not even a poet, so why did she get that Cuba gig? Now, she came back again after they had threatened her with legal action, and she posted this. She said, "Apology for recent post on Wednesday, the 19th of February. I would like to sincerely apologize for my recent post. Upon further consideration, I realized that the comments made were not only inappropriate but may have caused unnecessary harm and confusion. While the intention was to express frustration, I understand that such statements can be misinterpreted or damaging, and for that I apologize. I also recognize the need to be more thoughtful and responsible when discussing sensitive matters, especially when it involves public figures and important industry processes. Moving forward, I will ensure that my comments are more measured and respectful. Once again, I apologize for any offense caused and will work to be more mindful in the future. Thank you for our understanding, Miss Ntsiki Mazwai." Now, Unathi took this apology and posted it on her Instagram and said to Ntsiki, "Call me a prostitute again, F around and you'll find out." Right? Because of course we thought maybe she's apologizing to Gayton, she's apologizing to Unathi. I mean, she had a whole lot to say. I don't know if you guys missed the video. If you did, I'll attach it at the end of this video so you can have a listen to it, where she's saying Gayton Mckenzie should even be removed as the minister, saying that he's not even qualified and he's been giving these gigs to his friends. They've been staying at expensive hotels, at 5-star hotels. They've been dining at 5-star restaurants and all of that, right? Now, she posted her same apology again. This is Ntsiki, right? And she said, "It is important to note that my post had no names on them. I will not be held responsible for anyone who attaches their name to them. The posts were general and I am not liable to how people interpreted them. Thank you." Now, this is giving someone who's not remorseful, someone who's definitely not sorry about what she said. Now, Gayton said she ready for the legal action that he was preparing, and Unathi also said that she was consulting with her lawyers. So that is the reason why she posted this apology. But when she saw that Unathi took this apology and reposted it and said, "If you call me a prostitute ever again, just F around and you'll find out what I'm gonna do to you," then she comes around and she's like, "My post had no name attached to them." Just like the apology, it had nothing. Like, it had no name. It had no, "Oh, I'm sorry I called Unathi a prostitute. I'm sorry I said Gayton is sleeping with Unathi," and all of that.
Humble greetings to my community at large. My name is Ntsiki Mazwai, and I've been an artist in South Africa for the past 25 years. In December 2023, I was approached by Cubans. I got communication from Cuba that they wanted to translate my poetry in an anthology dedicated to Ntate Willie Khositsile, who was also a poet. What was also striking was that I was the youngest poet that was invited. I was invited along with the work of Ntate Wale Serote and Anki Koch. They wanted to translate our poetry. Obviously, this was a great privilege, and I was very excited. Towards the end of January, I started getting notification from Cuba that they were having trouble with the South African government and the delegation, and them refusing for me to be in the delegation. Now, I would like to address the Minister of Arts and Culture. To those that much is given, much is expected. We have put you on, actually, yes, it is we, because we are the public, and government is people who are elected by the public to govern us. And it was brought to my attention that your department took my name off the list to put your people on the list. And I just want to say that as somebody who has been given that position, we expected you to have integrity. We expected you to operate with honor. When the GNU came in, we thought there'd be some kind of difference, because then ANC wouldn't be left to themselves to do as they please. I've been on the blacklist of ANC forever. I don't get ANC gigs. And when GNU came, we thought there might be a change. When the GNU came about, we thought there'd be some change. And when we got a young arts and culture minister, we thought there'd be some change. Now, it seems to me that you feel as if, as the minister, you can do as you please. You can put your friends and give tenders to your friends. And we thought that this behavior had stopped with the ANC. I want to say that, Mr. Mckenzie, my voice is important to this country. My voice has created change for people on the ground. So punishing me for using my voice, well, I've got lots of descriptive words for it, but I'll leave it. My voice has given rise to the unemployment grant. When I wrote an open letter to the president, what resulted of it was that a new grant was created for people. So my voice is important, it matters. It's corrupt for you to put on your own people. It came to our attention that you put in people like Unathi, who's not even a writer or a poet, to be representing us at the book fair. To my understanding, she doesn't even have a book. So for some of us who do have books, we have master's degrees in writings, it is a complete insult for the Cubans to invite us and then you put in your celebrity friends. Also, I just want to bring attention to the fact that it happened, the situation with Unathi and Sizwe happened in public, within our view. So when we saw her crocodile tears about the industry turning on her, she left out the part that she was being held accountable for lying about somebody. We have a great GBV problem in this country, and Sizwe Lomo's name would have been ruined if there had been no recordings of what actually transpired. So if you do your research, you know, it's fine that you felt sorry for her when she was crying, but to use our public funds now to appease yourselves is where the corruption is. Again, Unathi is not a writer. There are people who are legit writers in this country, people who were invited by the Cubans, and now in your corrupt ways, you have put in who you want to put in. I'm going to be submitting to the public protector because I think what happened is unethical and it's wrong and it shouldn't have happened. And then I also wish to ask you to take from the book of Ramaphosa. President Ramaphosa, as much as I've been vocal about him, during COVID, his son donated to the fund I was running for people who were affected by COVID. And also his foundation used my work and they paid me for it. So whilst I am a dissenting voice, he knows how to work with power. So I just wanted you to ask you to just learn from that. You cannot run a department based on your personal feelings about me or anybody else in that matter. When you're in a position of leadership, please behave like a leader.